taking on the Buffalo Bills.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and football has returned to America's finest city, San Diego, California. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the 49ers of San Diego. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by.
2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes, because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
On play action, Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. You look at this Niner defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over the Lions.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't think he's going to do that, though. Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. Allen. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. This is brought in at the 21. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
They start the drive with Lynch. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 4. Vic readies to throw. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Vic, option right, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Niners at 2-0 here to begin the season. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Another keeper here by Vick. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he collapsed down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the second level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 36. On play action, Vick. And that is incomplete. Boy, so great to see the NFL back in San Diego. Remember, of course, the Chargers left following the 2016 season. So it's been a little while, but the folks here, they certainly never wavered in their hopes or desires that they would get another shot at NFL football here in San Diego. And now that day is here. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, you know, if you've got the defense laying back, maybe that option works. But if you're coming hard on 3rd down,
it doesn't work because you force the hand of the quarterback and the runner too quickly, and most of the time, unsuccessfully.
Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. The kick by Gould is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for him.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Thomas. And taken down just shy of the 40. The numbers for Thomas from last week's effort. 17 carries, 83 yards, and a touchdown.
Nice solid showing from him last week. Didn't blow the roof off with his numbers, but he certainly had a quality day and produced when called upon.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Allen now looks to throw. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. And now, oh boy, this is a bit of a surprise, to be kind. They accepted the holding penalty, so wipe out the interception, and their defense will stay on the field. Okay. Off the play fake, Vick. Connects with Kittle underneath. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll bring up second down. From the shotgun, it's Vick. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And now it's 3rd and 3. Throwing, Vick. And that went to the right side and incomplete. So now on comes the field goal unit. And wow, this is no ordinary try here. This from 54 yards away. And this... The Bills ready to take over. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And fortunately, the Bills jump on it and get it back.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short. From the gun, it's Allen. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team, because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Diggs in motion right. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Allen off the play fake. Over the middle, it's Thomas. Only able to gain a couple there. And it's second down. And again, it's Allen. He finds his man, complete. It's 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. Caught on the right side, Reed. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. They run with Thomas. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. This is Thomas. And he loses the football a second time. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, remember, he had a fumble earlier in this first half and got saved, but no such saving here. It's a turnover.
Yeah, and as a coach and as a teammate, you're hoping that he learned from the first one. There was a lesson there, but obviously he doesn't have enough focus in order to lose it a second time. That simply can't happen if you're trying to win a game.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Throwing is Allen on third. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills are going to tie the game at 3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Niners set to take over on offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. 2-hand. Oh, I get it. 2-hand.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Now here's Vick. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 2nd down at 6 now from the 42. Another keeper here by Vick. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
Now 3rd down and 7. Vic to throw it. And that will be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's Mitch Wishnowski now. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Now Allen. Out to the left here to Reed. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's Allen to throw it. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively at 2nd down. To the air, Allen. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. This returnable for Ayuk.
Yeah, we dominate today.
So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9. Lynch running the counter. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. And this offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. To throw, Vic. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Niners 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
First down, the run with Lynch. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Vic now. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 31-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Here's Vick. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field. That one's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
They'll throw again. Here's Vick. And he's got it. Touchdown. Deebo Samuel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. A 10-play drive that time. And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Allen now on first down. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Two yards to go, second down. Throwing now is Allen. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Allen. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. And the 49ers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A good pickup there, a 22. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. We'll start up in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle. And it's the Rams with the strong first half who have a good lead at halftime. The Rams seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. From there, we'll head east to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting New Orleans Saints. Christian McCaffrey, 3 touchdown runs. Finally, let's get to the desert. Check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And they currently trail in that game against the visiting Patriots. The Pats looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 40th as well as we are back and started in the second half. Brandon Ayuk now from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
They run the option on second down. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, that one hurts. That wipes away what would have been a big play.
Well, you and I both know coaches aren't real big on silver linings, but at least that play call was a successful one. Now the focus offensively, that goes to overcoming the penalty and making all that yardage back again.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
2nd and 7. Another keeper here by Vick. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That was Eddie Jackson on the safety blitz, dropping the quarterback.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Going to be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly...
And he loses the football a second time. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having two hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
Well, the 49ers settling in for their next drive. They take over already inside the red zone thanks to a great return there after the fumble. 1st and 10. Here's Samuel. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Vick, option right. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Vick. And it's intercepted at the goal. Their own 7. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now Thomas. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Thomas. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here's Sam Martin now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Taking on the midfield logo. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he works his way forward. Vick, option right. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a first down.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run, making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle, no running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
Now Gold for the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's capped off by a 13-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Up the middle they go. Thomas. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Here's Allen. So the completion good for 7 there. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Play action. Now it's Allen. That is caught. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On first down, it's Thomas. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. To throw, it's Allen. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. And the Niners are going to take over here up near the 40. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Vick, option right. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. This offense so far on 3rd down, lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Another keeper here by Vick. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked out at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
Yeah, now you've got options on 2nd down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. They'll try the middle with Lynch. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll keep pounding here with Lynch. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the 1st down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now a 2nd and 2. Now Vick running the option left. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd and 1, here's Vick. His ball is caught. He's got Debo. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll run for it with Lynch. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the 49ers are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just 1 play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends are on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. But this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
Gold with the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And here come the Bills. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And now off to the races down the right side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
On 1st down, Allen fighting through pressure, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Allen. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Back to throw. Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the 49ers are going to have it here just past the 25. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. They'll start on the ground with Lynch. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it and...
They'll run it, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And they're going to speed things up here. Despite the late lead, Vic's going to throw. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. That throw by Vick incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, and that is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It'll be called just a 22-yard. Throwing on first down is Allen. Over the middle, complete. That's Thomas. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Now a 2nd and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 3rd and 5. Allen now looks to throw. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Pulled in at the 24. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment.